guys, welcome to All Aboard. This is Aditya. So in the GK video series, in this video, we are going to discuss about weather, climate, crops of India. Basically, we will discuss about the crops, the largest leading producing states and the agriculture revolution in India. About the transportation, I have discussed, I have made a previous video, I have made a separate video related to the ways of transportation in India. So that is why I'm not covering that particular topic in this video. Moving towards the concept, guys. During the video, I'll keep my cam off. So it will be easy for you to see the PPT properly. Starting with the basic concept, the type of crop seasons in India. So basically, there are three crop seasons in India. That is called Kharif, Rabi, and Zaid. Kharif. Kharif season is the season when the crop is sown, मतलब कि उसकी बुवाई starting is in the month of June and July, and the harvest means katai, in the month of September and October. It is also known as monsoon crop. You will observe it is in the monsoon season, and such crop required lots of water. The need of water is more in such crops. Examples of rice, sorghum, maize, tea, rubber, coffee, etc., sesame, etc. So all these comes under the Kharif crop. The second one is called Rabi. October, November is the time of sowing, means it is the time of cultivation, right? And the time of harvest is what? The time of harvest is Feb to April. It is also known as the winter crop because you will observe it is in the winter season. Need cold weather for growth and less water. So it is completely connected with the weather, temperature and rainfall, the level of rainfall. Example, wheat, oat, barley, pulses, cereals, oilseed, linseed, etc. Third is Zaid. It is a little short duration crop because it is in between Kharif and Rabi. So cultivation is in the month of March and July, and required warm and dry weather for growth and longer day length for flowering. So usually seasonal fruits, vegetables, they are the examples of Zaid season. Seasonal fruit which we are not able to find around the year. So they are the examples of Zaid season. Now here again I have defined them in the form of table. Rabi, cultivation October, November, harvest February to April. Wheat, barley, peas, gram, mustard, etc. These are the major crops. Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh. These are the main areas of. I am not saying only these are the areas. These are the main areas of Rabi crop because you will find the Rabi crop even in Karnataka, Kerala, Jharkhand, in other states also which are not defined in this list. These are the major states. Second, Kharif. June, July. Cultivation time, September, October, harvest time. Rice, maize, jowar, bajra, tur, moong, urad, cotton, jute, groundnuts, soybean, etc. So here you will find Assam, West Bengal, coastal region of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, because soybean largest producer of Madhya Pradesh, largest producer is Madhya Pradesh, soybean. After that, your pulses, largest producer is Madhya Pradesh. So MP is also one of them. Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Telangana. So all these are the major states for Kharif. Third is Zaid. So March to July, in between Rabi and Kharif, seasonal fruits, vegetable crops, sustain most of the northern state and northwestern states of India. These are the major states. I am repeating again and again. Now rice. Which are the major crop, that only I am discussing in detail. Otherwise, we will simply see that which are the largest producing state in India. First, rice. Temperature in between 22 to 32 degrees Celsius with high humidity. Rainfall around 150 to 300 centimeters. Soil type is deep clay and loamy soil. Top producing states are West Bengal, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar. It is the staple food majority of Indian used to take it. So it is one of the major crop in India. With majority of the state, you will find that it is the major crop rice. India is the second largest producer of rice in the world after China. In the state like Assam, West Bengal, Odisha, even Chhattisgarh, you will find 3 crops of paddy grown in a year. Paddy means the initial stage of rice. So paddy grown thrice in a year. That is called As, Aman and Boro. Wheat, second one. Second most important, you can say that temperature in between 10 to 15 degrees Celsius at the time of cultivation and 21 to 26 degrees Celsius at the time of harvesting with the bright sunlight. Rainfall is around 75 to 100 centimeters. Soil type well drained, fertile, loamy, clayey, loamy soil. In Ganga Satluj plains, you will find it. Black soil region of Deccan is also one of the major producing area of wheat, and India is again the second largest producer of wheat after China. Hindi में हम गेहूं बोलते हैं इसको, right? So this is the second most important cereal after the main food crop in the north and northwestern of India. In the northern area, you will find that wheat even it is more important compared to rice. अगर आप northern states को देखोगे, सेंट्रल इंडिया, नॉर्दर्न स्टेट, सो इन एरियाज में व्हीट आपको ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस रखते हुए मिलेगा कंपेयर टू राइस इवन. द सक्सेस ऑफ ग्रीन रिवॉल्यूशन कंट्रीब्यूटेड टू द ग्रोथ ऑफ रबी क्रॉप स्पेशली व्हीट. तो सबसे ज्यादा इफेक्ट जो ग्रीन रिवॉल्यूशन का था वो गेहूं को ही मिला था, व्हीट को ही मिला था. वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग अबाउट द ग्रीन रिवॉल्यूशन एज वेल इन द सेम वीडियो. एंड ऑफ द वीडियो वेट करिएगा. मिलेट, nutri cereals, temperature between 27 to 32 degrees Celsius, rainfall 15 to 100 centimeters. Soil type can be grown in the inferior alluvial loamy soil because they are less sensitive to the soil deficiencies. Jowar, bajra, ragi, these are the major examples of millets. These are the major examples of millet. Usually red, black, sandy, loamy soil, all types of soil even in the dry. In the dry region also, we will be able to do the cultivation of ragi. Pulses. Temperature in between 20 to 27 degrees Celsius, rainfall 25 to 60 centimeter, sand, loamy soil. India is the largest producer and consumer of pulses in the world. The major source of protein for the vegetarian diet. The major examples are tur, that is called arhar, urad, moong, mustard, peas, gram. All these are the major examples of pulses in India. And being luminous crop, all these crops except arhar help in the restoration of fertility by fixing the nitrogen from air. So it fixes the fertility even of the soil. So it is important. Therefore, they mostly grown in the rotation in other crop seasons for improving, for restoring the fertility of soil. Guys, Jammu and Kashmir is the largest producer of apple, walnut, cherry in India. Kashmiri saffron is also one of the very famous and bring the state a handsome amount of foreign exchange because of the export of saffron from Kashmir to other different countries. Now here we have the list of largest producing states in India. So we have divided it on the basis of area, production and productivity. Productivity means same area of land which state is able to produce more. In 1 hectare of land, which state is able to produce more. So it is what productivity is. Area wise, rice cultivation of rice in India, maximum Uttar Pradesh. Production wise, at present it is West Bengal as per the last data, otherwise previously it was UP only. And productivity wise, it is Punjab. Punjab is on top. Usually when we are talking about rice and wheat or pulses, we should remember all three data. But in other main important one is production. Production is most important, that which state is the largest producer. So your most of the focus should be on the point number 2, that is production. That which state is the largest producer. Understand my point or not? So it is not necessary at all the time you should remember all three data. If you are able to remember production is also, that is okay. In exam, most of the chances, 90% they will ask about the production. So area wise, in the rice, UP is on first position, West Bengal second, and Orissa is on third position. Production, West Bengal is the largest producer, UP is second, Punjab third. Productivity wise, in one hectare land, Punjab is able to produce maximum rice in India. After that, Tamil Nadu. Second, wheat. Uttar Pradesh is the largest area wise, means in the form of cultivation. Madhya Pradesh second, Punjab third. Production, UP is on top, but again guys, productivity wise, Punjab is on top. Means in less area of land, Punjab is able to produce more rice, more wheat because of more fertility in soil. Third, maize. Now, what we will do is, mainly you should remember what? Production. In production, Karnataka is on top, Madhya Pradesh second, and Bihar is on third position. Sorghum. Production, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu. Bajra. Again, production. You can skip area and productivity. Production, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana. So which state is the largest producer of bajra? Rajasthan. Total nutri-soil production, that is also called cereals. Rajasthan is on top. So you will find bajra and total nutri. Where the need of water is less, Rajasthan is the largest producer because Rajasthan has less options to produce, right? So Rajasthan is the largest producer. Pulses. Madhya Pradesh is on top in any category you will find. Madhya Pradesh is on top in any category in the pulses. Rajasthan is on second position. Rajasthan is on second position. First, second will be enough to remember. Total food grains, guys. This is important. Area wise, UP is on top. Production wise, UP is on top. But productivity wise, Punjab is on top in overall total food grains. MP second, Haryana is second in the productivity areas. First and second area we should remember the total grains. Groundnut, Gujarat, West Bengal. This is enough to remember that in term of groundnut, area wise, production wise, Gujarat, and productivity wise, West Bengal. Mustard, just production will remember. Rajasthan, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh. Soya bean, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan. Production wise it is important. Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan. Total oil seeds, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Maharashtra. Similar to what? Similar to soya bean. Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan. Here Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Maharashtra in total oil seeds. Sugar cane, important. Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka. So Uttar Pradesh is the largest producer of sugar cane in India. Cotton, updated data, Maharashtra, Gujarat and Telangana state. So it is TSS Telangana state, Telangana. Okay, Telangana. So production wise guys, cotton is on top. If you will do Google somewhere on some website, you will find Gujarat, but as per the recent updated data, Maharashtra is the largest producer of cotton in the year 2020-21. Jute and Mester. Jute, you can remember, West Bengal largest producer, Bihar second, and Assam is on third position. Now question arises sometime, what is cash crop? What is the meaning of cash crop? A cash crop or a profit crop is an agricultural crop which is grown to sell for profit, typically purchased by the parties separate from a farm. Basically, it is utilized for the industrial purpose as well, like sugarcane, cotton. These are the examples of cash crop. Sugarcane, Uttar Pradesh is the largest producer. Maharashtra is on second position. Karnataka third. Cotton, Maharashtra top. Gujarat second. Telangana third. Coffee, it is also cash crop. Coffee, Karnataka first. Kerala second. Tea, Assam first. West Bengal second. Silk, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. Rubber, very very important. Kerala is the largest producer. Tobacco, Andhra Pradesh is the largest producer. So guys, at least the largest producer of all these crop you should remember. I will suggest first and second will be important. Now, agriculture revolution in India. You will get the question in the examination. Black revolution is related to, green revolution is related to, brown revolution is related to. So all these types of questions we are going to deal in this video in the next part. First, sweet revolution is related to the production of, so answer is honey. Sweet revolution is related to the production of honey. In the year 2017, Ministry of Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises started apiary on wheel, and Modi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, call the production of honey is called sweet revolution. So it is a recent concept, that is why you should remember. Green revolution is referred to as the progress of increasing agriculture production by incorporating the modern tool and technique. It was adopted in India nearly in which year? It means simple question is that green revolution in India was adopted in which year? Correct answer is 1965. Correct answer is 1965. Who was known as the father of green revolution in the world? Read it properly. In the world, not only in India. So in the world, it is Norman Borlaug who was known as the father of green revolution. In India, it is Swaminathan, but in the world, it is Norman Borlaug. Norman Borlaug, for his contribution to the world food supply, he was awarded with the Nobel Prize in the year 1970 in the field of, so correct answer is peace. In the field of peace, he was awarded with the Nobel Prize in the year 1970. Norman Borlaug was from which country? So he was from United States of America and honored with the Nobel Prize in the field of peace in the year 1917 for the green revolution, for adopting the green revolution in the world. Who was known as the father of green revolution in India? Already I told you the answer. Correct answer is M.S. Swaminathan. He is also known as father of RRB. RRB means Regional Rural Bank in India. He was the first person who asked to government of India, who demanded to the government of India to provide the banking facility in the rural areas to implement the green revolution. That is why he is known as the father of green revolution as well as regional rural banks in India. Which of the following crop production is maximized under green revolution? Guys, this point also I told you in the today's video, in the today's session, that was wheat. It was the crop which was maximized under, which production was maximized under green revolution. Round revolution is related to potato production. These points, these terms you have to learn directly. That round revolution, so related to potato production. Silver fiber revolution. So guys, silver revolution is different and silver fiber is different. Remember this term. Silver revolution will be different. Silver fiber revolution will be different. So silver fiber revolution related to cotton production. Silver revolution is related to egg production. Understand my point? Silver fiber cotton, silver revolution egg. Who is known as the initiator of silver revolution in India? So Indira Gandhi was the initiator of silver revolution in India. Who is known as the father of pink revolution in India? And pink revolution is related to what? So Durgesh Patel is known as the father of pink revolution in India. Pink revolution is related to onion production, pharmaceutical, pharma product production. Pink revolution refers to the modernization of meat, poultry processing sector also. So there are 3 points related to pink revolution. First, onion production. Second, pharma product. And third, modernization of meat and poultry sector in India. Golden fiber revolution. Again, golden revolution will be separate from the golden fiber. So there will be 2 points. One, golden fiber revolution and one golden revolution. So golden revolution, golden fiber revolution is related to jute production. Golden fiber revolution is related to jute production, while golden revolution is related to fruit. Golden revolution is related to fruit, honey production, horticulture production. Honey production, I also told, honey production is also called what? Sweet revolution. It is also called sweet revolution. So there are 2 names for honey production. One is called sweet revolution. Who is known as the father of golden revolution in India? So Nirpak Tutej is known as the father of golden revolution in India. which revolution is known as Operation Flood? One of the very important, you can keep it in the range of 5-star, one of the very, very important revolution, which is also known as Operation Flood. So it was White Revolution. White Revolution related to milk production and dairy product production in India. Verghese Kurian, who was the founder of National Dairy Development Board, Anand, Gujarat, in the year 1970. So he was the father of White Revolution in India. He was known as the father of White Revolution in India. And White Revolution was also known as Operation Flood in India. So each and every point I am trying to connect and cover here. Fertilizer production is related to Grey Revolution. So fertilizer production is related to Grey Revolution. Who is known as the initiator or the father of Yellow Revolution? Sam Pitroda. Yellow Revolution is related to oil seed production, mainly mustard oil or sunflower oil. Black Revolution is associated with the petroleum product. Brown Revolution is related to leather production. Blue Revolution is related to fish production and river linking project as well. So point number 1 in the Blue Revolution will be fish production. Point number 2 in the Blue Revolution will be river linking project. So this is the end of this video, guys. I hope that you find the content was good, and for more such videos and live classes, guys, stay tuned with Olive Board. Jai Hind.